You're
Yo,
yo, we here. I'm too much,
Mocho,
I'm Rudy.
and it's the Tree Podcast.
let's get it.
Before we get started, we got a few takeaways from yesterday. I will begin. This win against the Cowboys is the turning point for the Packers. That rookie receiver Watson, I think 3 touchdowns, a hat trick. I think his confidence has grown. And Aaron Rodgers, he only needs one receiver really, and if he truly trusts him,
That's
he's gonna
true.
make it work. And I think he found that, and they can run the ball. And yeah, Packers are coming back.
F the Packers though.
My takeaway is I'm gonna have to move up Justin Jefferson up in my list in the top 5 because
He went crazy.
That was gonna.
He's top 3.
He was
Top
was he
three.
3 on yours?
He was top 5, not 3.
Oh, he was 5,
He was,
right?
he was 5, not 3. But that game.
He wasn't even on my list, so I can't
Nah,
say nothing.
Yeah,
That's
put him on there.
You
Justin
might
Jefferson.
have to.
Yeah.
My quick takeaways is I just want to say, Andy Dalton, the Saints. They call him the Red Rifle. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to be in the Bengals. He used to be nice to the Bengals,
Mhm.
but he's old now. They need to put down this gun and try some new toys. They have Hill, someone explosive, someone fun. You know what I'm saying? You put the Fields, what the Bears are doing with Fields with Taysom, I feel like it's gonna work with him.
The thing is, he doesn't throw that well. That's what.
Fields rarely throws. But I'm saying the running part, because you also got Winston.
I don't know what
It could be a 2 QB, but it's not Sean Payne doing the offense. I feel like if Sean Payne was there, it would definitely work better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, a report came from the Bears. They got an X-ray of Justin Fields and his lungs and stuff, and then there was just dogs in there, bro.
Wow.
Bro, I was really. I was
like- The Saints just got to tank. The Saints just got to tank and get a good draft pick.
And then I got
coming
a
up or
couple
whatever.
more. All right, Jimmy G. 10-2 when he throws 0 touchdowns. That's crazy.
10-2 when he throws 0 touchdowns.
Yes,
He got a good team.
that's crazy.
Nah, that just goes to show again why they should have been staying with this dude.
Yeah,
Like, he's literally not gonna.
he doesn't risk you losing a game, but he's not gonna win you the game. Like he's that perfect middle ground of like not bad but not great.
So he's trash?
I'm not saying he's
You
trash.
said he was trash.
No, I'm saying he's not gonna win you the game. He's like he's the most perfect game manager of all time. Like that's what it feels like.
He's an idea quarterback.
Yeah,
He
hands the ball off
Do
great.
his job and win the game.
He hands the ball.
But also, I just want to say Jeff Saturday for the boys. Because Raiders are embarrassing. I feel like McDaniel's going to get fired by the end of the season.
What was his name? Cower? Bill Cower?
Yeah.
He was pissed.
At the Raiders?
He was pissed at the Colts for hiring him. He felt like they could have just.
A lot of players were. I seen Teddy Bruschi was the same way.
I mean, it was.
It's understandable, though. Because, like, it's just like grabbing someone random and be like, oh, you got the job.
Yeah.
When there's, like, John Fox, 16 years experience, he was on the coaching staff. He still is.
Yeah, but you have to look at it. This dude played how many years for the Colts?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you went to a school and then you just get hired there, basically. Like, he
But it's not
knows
like he
that
was
organization.
He was
But he
coaching-
probably
was
coached
coaching-
elsewhere.
Yeah, he was coaching a high school team before they hired him.
He coached elsewhere. He got
But it's not the
experience
NFL.
coaching.
High school.
Like I said, they know him. Like your boys is gonna hire you.
But John
first.
Fox was a terrible coach with the Bears. So,
Your boys is gonna hire you first, so it just makes sense.
yeah.
And he won.
But I feel like
so.
Irsay was kind of smart because he was like, if he fails, then we get a better draft pick. So
He said that.
no, but it
Oh.
feels like an agenda. You can't say that. He'll get sued or he'll get fined.
Yesterday we seen a lot of exciting games, but I think one game that tops it all, it's that Vikings and Bills game. Went into OT,
Game of the year.
a thriller, real Michael Jackson shit. What do you think? Your takeaways.
I thought the game changed 3 different times. I've never seen a team fumble a snap and then the other team picks it up and scores.
Bro, never.
I've never seen that. That game was
Insane.
so far the game of the year.
But this one's definitely top. I don't think there has been like another game of the year type game so far. But closer we get to the end of the year, I feel like there's gonna be more for sure. But I don't know. Kirk looked good. Cook had some questionable decisions. Allen, I don't know. Allen just always had those questionable decisions where like why'd you do that? Like ever since his first time in the playoffs, remember that? He had some crazy mistakes.
Allen's 0-4 when it comes to OT. I just seen that today.
I seen that. And then he was like, I think it was like 2-7 when it's the game's like 7 points or less. So it feels like what he needs to focus on is ball protection at the end of the game, and also just better controlling your emotions. Because I feel like some of those throws, some of those mistakes are all emotion, and like you could tell he's a big emotional dude too. So I feel like that's a big one. But big props to the Vikings because nobody thought they were gonna win really. Like, and it wasn't prime time, so I feel like that's why Kurt did so good. But props to Jefferson also. Jefferson went crazy.
So would you say it was more on the Bills losing it or the Vikings actually winning it?
I say the Bills, and like, cause that fumble at the end, like, if he would have just ran the ball, get like a 2-yard run, that would have been it. Like, that's it. Like the Bills did all they could on defense, stop the Vikings, 4th down, turnaround downs, and they almost had it right there. So it's just that's tough loss for that Bills. But I feel like last year, the Bills also went during the stretch before doing great in the playoffs. So maybe it was just a season thing.
Last week, everybody was saying their midseason NFL awards. I feel like this week it's our turn to reveal our awards as well. And also in the comments section, feel free to do the same. And we're going to start off with Offensive Rookie of the Year. So, Rudy Edison, who you going with for Offensive Rookie of the Year?
My Offensive Rookie of the Year is Dameon Pierce. He is top 5 in rushing yards, and he's going to be the next best thing since Arian Foster.
Damn.
That's Dameon Pierce.
For the Texans, that's pretty good. I'll take that. For me, I'm gonna pick Chris Olave from the Saints. He's having a great season. He's probably the best receiving option that they got right now, and he's showing out in a big way. So much respect to him. Most receiving yards for a rookie right now, and someone gonna get better from here.
Yeah, I got to put some respect on them boys in Seattle, starting with one of the key piece, and he's only a rookie, Kenneth Walker.
Yes.
Dog.
And they're a winning team, and he's a part of that. So, like, how could you not give him that offensive rookie? I think he's definitely up there. Olave's really good. Pierce is putting up numbers. But the fact that this rookie is helping his team win, that's even more impressive.
I agree. They're calling him a little Derrick Henry. He kind of runs him. He runs angry for sure.
And now we move over to the defensive side. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Who you guys going with?
I'm going with Sauce Gardner because I am lost in the sauce and he's great. So he's just a great player. Like whoever he's going against has just been on lock. Like he's a rookie, he should not be doing this. He should be getting burnt. Offenses should key on him and just showing him the NFL. But like he's just playing like he's been here for 5 years. So shout out to the Jets for picking him up, and he's in good hands with the coach.
I saw this crazy stat, piggybacking on Rudy. I saw this crazy stat of Gardner. He didn't let more than 28 reception yards to the number one prime receivers on the opposite side. If it wasn't for Sauce Gardner, I think Hutchinson would get it. But for now, I would say Gardner.
Yeah. Facts.
Gardner got the sauce for real. But it seems like I'm on this Seahawks hype train, and they're really good. You got Tariq Woolen, another corner, also making a huge impact. Yeah, also making a huge impact. He picked off Fournette's pass to Brady. Like, why would you even try him? Like, I feel like Sauce definitely has he has it. He has that it factor. But I feel like Woolen has that oomph to him, and he's actually a baller as well. And, bro, the Seahawks is really rolling. They got rookies for real.
This podcast is lost in the sauce.
Gardner. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's bro.
Comeback player of the year. Who are you going with?
I'm going with your boy, Geno Smith.
Woo woo.
I just have a question for you guys. Would he really be considered a comeback when he wasn't hurt?
In a way, I see it. He might lose it to Saquon and Christian McCaffrey. I feel you, but I think because he's a quarterback, it's a much popular position.
That, and I feel like being benched and not playing for a while also. Like, he's coming back from, like, what? The grave in a sense. Like, he was out of the league.
I understand that.
So, like, if Kaepernick came back, definitely dominated, you'll consider him a comeback.
Yeah.
So, Geno definitely deserves that if he wins.
And he's top 5 in passing yards, touchdowns, and QBR.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I never thought.
Start of the season, he wouldn't even. Dog, come on. Geno Smith.
Facts.
I get it.
So
It was between him and Drew Lock. That's crazy.
I thought Drew Lock was going to win.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he was going to win the job, but
Nope.
Geno.
Drew unlocked it and Geno stole it. That's crazy.
Who's your?
Right, comeback player is Saquon. It has to be Saquon. Like, Saquon has been doing so good. I'm just happy he's back to full health. My runner-up would be definitely Christian McCaffrey, but if Christian McCaffrey explodes in the next couple games, I feel like he's definitely gonna steal the award.
Good picks. I know everybody's expecting me. I mean, I do want to go with Geno, which I agree with as well. But you can't ignore the fact that Saquon literally came back from another injury. And same with Geno. He's one of the key factor on why his team's winning is just he's here. He definitely reestablished himself. If Geno came back from the grave, Saquon came back from the ER table ready, and he's here. He is here. So now we move on to the offensive player of the year.
I'm gonna say Justin Jefferson. He's right behind Tyreek Hill. He's literally right behind. He's like.
So is Tyreek?
Huh?
You said Justin Jefferson behind Tyreek.
Yeah, he's behind Tyreek. That's how dominant. Tyreek is the number 1 receiver right now. Stats show it. But offensive player of the year, if it's not Tyreek, it'll probably be Justin Jefferson. He's like 80 yards off because of the receiving yards category, and like we said earlier, the game yesterday against the Bills, that just put him on a different level. So
different atmosphere.
I'm going Justin Jefferson.
I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill because it just feels like ever since he got there, he got Tua over the hill and then to start him. So him and Waddle just in the studio. Bro. It just feels like ever since he got there, the offense has just been exploding. So they're just so fast. It's like McDaniels is a genius because he just brought 2 of the fastest dudes and be like, oh, can your defense keep up with my guys? And they can't. Now they got Wilson Jr. and Mostert. So they're looking great. So Hill for offensive player of the year.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that. Hill signed that big contract, and he came over and proved why he deserved that money. And he's the reason why this offense is so amazing right now, along with Votto as well. And because they're not going to give the MVP to a wide receiver, Hill definitely deserves and should take this title.
Yes.
Defensive player of the year.
I might be biased, but the numbers don't lie. I'm going with Matthew Judon with 11.5 sacks. The record is 22.5.
Wait, how much you got? 11?
11.5.
That's pretty good.
The record was 22, and the people that own that record is Strahan and T.J. Watt. I think he tied it. So I think Judon's been a force, and I think he has a good shot at breaking that record. So I'm picking Judon.
He was a force. He had 3 sacks in that game we went to. He was a force.
You won the game, bro.
No, I'm just saying he had 3 sacks.
Bro, the Bears blew us out, bro. I don't know why you keep bringing this to, man. But
he had a good game. I'm just saying. Yeah. But he just had 3 sacks too this last week.
Yeah.
Before the bye. So he's a force. And with Belichick, he's definitely a force. But I'm gonna go with I feel like the classic Aaron Donald. Like he just always a force. Always had to get double teamed. Still getting sacks. Still making an impact. I feel like Donald definitely has that his greatness is boring. So you're always looking for the next best thing, the LeBron type vibe. Just like this is just what you're used to. Mahomes type, you could say that too. So Aaron Donald for Defensive Player of the Year.
So to add on to your point, like you said about finding that next best thing, and I feel like he is here in terms of the linebacker position, and this is Michael Parsons. I love Judon. Judon's definitely doing his thing, but he even admitted it that a lot of his success is because his other teammates are also doing their thing. Not to take away from his sacks or whatever, but I feel like in order for him to be the defensive player, he needs like picks and whatnot, and this is what Michael Parsons doing. He's catching picks. He's sacking quarterbacks, tackle for losses. I would say, this era's Patrick Willis, if anything. He's just a lot slimmer, but he's all over the place, and he's here.
Yeah, he's nasty. He's a beast.
But Matt Judon, I love you, and I do wish you win it.
Red sleeves.
So before we get to the MVP, let's talk about arguably the most important position in football, the coach, the head coach. Who are you going with for Coach of the Year at the midpoint right now?
Right now I'm gonna go with it's really between two NFC East coaches, between Sirianni and Dabo or Dabo. I don't know how you say that one, but I feel like Sirianni's just been doing a great job. I had him picked for the Super Bowl, but Dabo was just like this. He just came out of nowhere. And just like another runner-up, probably Pete Carroll. Just like another one where it was like everyone thought he was gonna be in the dumps. Had him like they were gonna be the last place team, and he just resurrected this team from the dead, and they're just looking so good. Maybe the problem was Russ, but right now I'm gonna go with Dabo because I feel like he's making Daniel Jones look like a viable QB. So I'm gonna go with Dabo.
That's a good pick. I was going to go with Mike McDaniels, coming from the 49ers OC. A lot of people had their doubts with their starting quarterback, which was Tua, and they didn't know if they were going to give they didn't know how it was going to look between Tyreek and Waddle, but I knew he was like an offensive mind, so I knew they weren't going to have trouble, and I didn't know they were going to be this dominant. He got Tua looking like an MVP candidate right now, so
You do.
my pick is Mike McDaniels.
Extremely efficient, that offense.
Yep.
Great picks. Dabo, two coaches who came and turned that organization around big time. Definitely got to give Dabo and Mike McDaniel credit. But also, you got to credit those owners' pockets, because a lot of the reason why those teams is winning because they went and acquired big key pieces. But Pete Carroll went and drafted pieces, and he brought them to a top level right now. So, like, how could you not put that man in the category for Coach of the Year? Like, bro, it's showing. Fucking Geno Smith, I'll say it every freaking week. I think I need a Seahawks jersey. I really do. I think they're my second favorite team. And it makes sense because Pete Carroll used to coach the Patriots, so, you know, it's still in the blood. I love you, Daddy Belichick.
This is crazy because this used to be a Russell Wilson podcast. We used to fiend for Russell.
That's what I'm saying. And even think about it.
Really
a lot of these teams, the Giants, the Dolphins, they went and bought Russell Wilson type players, big caliber players. Pete Carroll traded his away.
Yep, he did. Wagner.
And like, bro, look, Pete Carroll's definitely top 3 coach right now. He has to be.
Has to be. I feel like he's getting that. Not as successful as Bill Belichick, but in terms of like he knows how to manage his roster.
Andy Reid, like on an Andy Reid level. Andy Reid's definitely like
the defensive
on a
side.
Bill Belichick level in terms of like respect and just admiration as a coach and admiration and all of that. And we move on to the MVP. At this midpoint, headed into week 11, I believe, who would you say is your MVP right now?
He won't get it, but my pick is Tyreek Hill. He's not going to get it. No receiver ever. Even Megatron. They didn't even give it to Megatron.
I think he deserves it.
But maybe because his team's winning games, maybe they'll
and the numbers, bro.
The
numbers are like ridiculous.
Crazy.
I think he got Jerry Rice numbers right now.
Yeah.
Like
he's about to beat the all-time receiving record.
Yeah, he's about to break Megatron's record too. But a crazy stat that I saw on the internet was he averages 90 yards either zone coverage or either man coverage. That's insane. So if you put your best corner, he's most likely gonna
Bro,
just burn him.
cannot
Like,
double
and
trip.
let's be honest. Let's say if Tua had a somewhat of a deep ball, the numbers would have been crazier than what they are right now. If Tua had somewhat of a deep ball, the numbers would be so much crazier.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
My MVP, I don't know. I'm stuck between like a few people. Before this week, it was Josh Allen. Josh Allen was definitely my MVP. Mahomes is always runner up for that MVP because it feels like he has that Brady LeBron effect now, where it's just like
Facts.
he just like you see that greatness every single week, but no one's saying his name for MVP. It's like this is just what he does.
Like you just
like,
said with Aaron Donald.
yeah, it's
Like
just
greatness becomes boring.
yeah, like they just want the new thing. Like they're saying like some people are saying Justin Fields is coming up for MVP, but like in that offense, no way. Like we're losing games and all of this. But damn,
Losing fans.
this is hard.
I got a question to we're still gonna talk about thing. Who do you think is the passing leader in the league right now?
I believe it's Tua.
What about you? What about touchdowns?
Touchdowns.
Passing touchdowns.
I think it's probably Mahomes.
Mahomes leads both.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows it. Mahomes, like, even with a number one outside, like, they have 2 number 2s on the outside.
Yeah.
That's crazy that he's still, like, you know?
Yeah. Juju got rocked.
I know you was happy to say
Well,
that.
we can't
He
laugh.
got
We can't laugh.
rocked.
We can't laugh, bro. Like,
I didn't even think it was when I first seen it. I didn't think it was that bad. Like I thought it was just a hard hit, but not for him to leave. That's crazy. I'm
he
sorry.
needed help leaving the field. So
Yeah. But I think Tony's gonna be the number one. I feel like he's gonna explode the ring because he's nice. A lot of people are saying he's kind of like Hill in a way, but I feel like low key I think he's shiftier than Hill.
He's shifted. He's not better.
Yet.
No.
I mean, there's still time. There's still time.
What is he? What is he in his 3rd year?
Second and third. One of
He
those.
hasn't been healthy, so it's
Yeah, it always comes back to health. But back to my MVP, I don't know. I'm gonna still go with Mahomes because it just feels like he deserves it. He keeps leading, he keeps winning, he keeps finding ways to win. Unlike Josh Allen, who seems to like choke away in the last couple of minutes. So it feels like Mahomes is like consistency is key, and like he keeps winning, he keeps bringing his team ahead. Because I feel like if it wasn't for Mahomes being on that team, they would probably have like 2 more losses, I think, and he's still winning without my offensive player of the year, Hill, and like that just shows how great he is.
Consistency, winning. 2 words you cannot say without mentioning Jalen Hurts. I believe he's in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
3rd year, and he established himself. Like, if we're saying MVP for this year, it has to be Jalen Hurts. Not just because his team is undefeated, but because he has become that dog, a Mahomes, a Josh Allen, who can make it work with anybody, I honestly believe, who is dual threat and who is just, again, a dog. Like, he is the epitome of what you want as a quarterback, and he's got it, and they're scary.
The only thing I say about that is just the numbers, because it feels like they're more. I don't think Hurts can take over a game like a Josh Allen or a Mahomes can.
I think he has, like, already this year. He's proven that.
I feel like it was more the running game. I feel like
him
Miles Sanders, him running, because like when you think about this year, if you look at the stats, is like who's been throwing the most, who's been really efficient, who's been throwing touchdowns. You think Tua's been that, Josh Allen's been that, Mahomes has been that. Brady has the most yards, not enough touchdowns. Like Hurts is just like I feel like he's a higher tier game manager right now. That's what it feels like, because that team is talented as fuck, freak.
That's like, no.
I think we haven't seen it because they've been blowing teams out. So
I think the same thing.
I think we just haven't. The only game that they were in a bit of a duel was the first half against the Cowboys with the backup Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
That's the only game, and then the second half they just
Blow
went
'em
crazy.
out, yeah.
So we just haven't had a chance to see that. So
They just run it up in the first half and then just run.
some people say they had the easiest schedule.
Allegedly.
But a lot of their teams that they beat had, I think, 500 plus in terms of like percentage winning. So like the numbers will add up, but like if you just look at just Hurts as the player, like they know his body, like they
Yeah.
have to respect his running. They have to like
He definitely passes the
could
eye
throw.
test.
He could throw. He got a cannon. So like they know, like I say in terms of like a Josh Allen, where they have to respect him because they know he's like that. I feel like Jalen Hurts is definitely like that, and his numbers will show by the end of the season.
Yeah.
So our mid-season picks, hopefully, they'll be the same picks come the end of the season. And like we said earlier, please comment your selections as well.
Tyreek.
We will love to discuss them next show. Now we move on to our previews where we talk about upcoming primetime games. And we're going to
Yes, sir.
start with Thursday night.
No Dion.
Primetime. Moment of silence for that one. We're going to start with Thursday night when the Tennessee Titans take on the Packers. That bad man Aaron Rodgers.
I'm looking forward to this matchup. I think this is gonna be a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a run the ball type game. Like both teams are gonna run, they're gonna pound the ball. But if the Packers lose, it's a wrap. If you lose to the Titans, it's a wrap. They have nobody in the receiving core. You got Tannehill on the other side. You got two good running backs. You should be pounding the ball 24/7 against the Titans. But you never know with these Packers. You never know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna pick the Packers.
I'm going with the Titans. I just feel like this defense is very underrated. Mike Vrabel knows defense. He was taught by the GOAT, Bill Belichick. So this is one thing Mike Vrabel could do is get his team ready for any type of game. That's why he was coach of the year last year, and he's proven again why he's coach of the year. Like even when the team seems down on talent, he gets his men ready to play. And I feel like maybe this is biased because screw the Packers, whatever. And I feel like if
Definitely.
the Titans beat the Packers, then it's over for them. Like I don't see them making the playoffs. And I just feel Derrick Henry's going to run all over them. The run has been very effective against the Packers. So yeah, I'm going Titans.
Their new name is the Tennessee Henrys because it's only him. It's not gonna be Tannehill. It's only him.
And Matt LaFleur knows that. The Packers have not blown out a team yet, I believe, all season. This will be the game. Aaron Rodgers found his new boy toy, Big Paws. He's going to play him and utilize him and prove why they are playoff ready. Sunday night.
Yeah.
Showdown.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Chargers.
Chargers. LA, that is. What you see happening?
I think this is going to be a really good game. This is probably going to be. I see it becoming a shootout. Every time these two teams face, it's just always a good game, and that's why they got flexed to the primetime game. Because I think before this, I believe it was Pittsburgh and Bengals or something like that. But I think it's going to shoot out. Even though Herbert has no weapons, I feel like he's going to figure out a way. Because I feel like it's do or die for them. So he's back against the wall. So we're going to see what he's made out of.
The real reason the Chargers are struggling is because of one dude, and that dude's named Keenan Allen. He's been hurt. It's really Keenan Allen.
Oh my God,
The
dude hasn't been here like
The-
week 2.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Chargers haven't looked good. The only real reason is because of Keenan Allen. He's been hurt. Then you got Mike hurt. Tight ends. The tight end.
Got hurt.
The tight end's really your best receiver besides Carter right now. You got Everett and Carter. You're really gonna rely on those two against the Chiefs? No. Austin Eckler is not gonna do it himself. No.
But teams have been finding really good success against the Chiefs passing wise. So they're like 30th against the pass right now. So this might be the time where because like this last week, Chargers were going against the 49ers. 49ers have a great defense. So I feel like if Herbert and his second-rate receivers can go against anybody and win, it's probably the Chiefs right now.
The score is gonna be 40-24.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
I'm definitely picking the over on that though too.
Yeah.
Mahomes is still the daddy of the AFC West, and he's going to prove why.
go.
He's going to walk into L.A., put his thing on a table, and tell you guys suck it. And they have no choice because that's who he is. Mahomes by what, 20? Let's get it. Monday night.
Monday.
We talked about the 49ers already. the Cardinals. They're gonna meet. I don't know if Kyler's starting.
49ers,
Prayfully.
Cardinals.
Does it matter?
Because who the hell is Colt McCoy?
Why you hating on my
Who
boy,
the hell is
dog?
Colt McCoy?
Does it matter?
So we're gonna see the best game man. This is gonna be a game of game managers. Colt McCoy has been arguably one of the top game managers.
Didn't he get hurt?
He came back.
Oh.
Savage mode.
49ers, Cardinals. What's happening? Do you even tune into that game?
I think that game is interesting. I would watch for Kyler every South week. I feel like he's definitely gonna play because he was a game time decision. So I feel like this extra week is gonna do him good. So I feel like he's definitely gonna play next week.
They said the reason he didn't play was with Call of Duty. 'Cause it just dropped.
That's never. Though that joke is never gonna go away, man.
Nah.
But I also feel.
help. This nigga doesn't help by not playing.
Yeah.
Violent.
But he was hurt. I forgot why he was hurt. I thought it was random.
I think it depends who's more what team has better stamina because they're gonna play in Mexico City, where the stadium is like high. I don't know how high, but it's higher than the Bronco Stadium.
Oh
And
shit.
it's gonna have like an effect on their breathing. So, but I'm picking. Damn, this is gonna be a tough game. If Colt's there, the thing with Colt is,
He shouldn't be there.
yo, relax. The thing with Colt is,
What'd you say?
don't worry, don't. You don't have to say it again. We heard it.
I didn't hear it.
You're gonna hear it on the. Listen, the thing with Colt is the difference between Kyler and Colt is like, with Kyler, like the offense looks like they're not ahead of schedule. With Colt, he just gets the ball like, he like gets rid of it quick.
Mm-hmm.
With Kyler, he just tries to
Yeah.
dance around and shit. But the 49ers should win this. If Kyler's not starting, the 49ers should win this.
I think the 49ers should win it regardless. But I
Facts.
feel like Cardinals are gonna make it interesting at least. It's not gonna be like Eagles Texans. So this Cardinals have a good offense. They have Kyler if he's healthy, DeAndre. They have Rondé Moore. They have I think Hollywood's coming back this week.
Moore's a dog. He might not.
So I don't know. I would just watch it for the Cardinals offense because I feel like 49ers just gonna run all over the defense.
And the Cardinals defense is a little suspect. So
Yeah, 49ers defense.
Yeah, this game will be the game where the 49ers just continue to roll, put that offense together, and just steamroll. The Rams, they're not looking good. The Cardinals are not looking good. So this is a game for the 49ers to show that they can't compete with the Seahawks and take the division.
Yeah, it's really between the 49ers and the Seahawks
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
the stepping stone right here. So we shall see.
I really feel like 49ers, I feel like they're just one QB away from like being the best team in the NFL.
They have that QB. All right, being the best NFL, okay. But they have the QB to be a top-tier team, which they are.
just find it.
Because my man is 10-2 when he doesn't throw a touchdown. That's impressive because
is
what
impressive.
happens when he does start scoring?
But I don't even put that on him. I put that on the GM and the coach for always
At the
putting
end
their
of the-
team in a great setup to
Doesn't he have
win.
to perform?
Exactly. He still has to
Yes,
hand it off.
he has a hand.
Yes, what?
He has to hand it off. My man's good at handing it off. What's wrong with that?
Nah, don't disrespect him. He had a really good game yesterday. Don't disrespect him.
Yeah, hand it off.
No,
And throwing it 10 yards, there's nothing wrong with
He was
that.
passing. He was passing more than 10 yards. Intermediate routes. He's good, bro. Jimmy G.
But this just goes to show like Kyle Shanahan got an MVP season out of Matt Ryan. So Jimmy's really the problem. That's why they were trying so hard to get away from Jimmy.
Don't say that.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. They know they can't. They need him.
But they wanted to see if Lance would improve or show improvement throughout the season.
You did it.
That was their insurance. Honestly, when they made that move, I applaud the 49ers because they were just like most teams would just trade away.
Bro, imagine,
Or let him go.
Imagine the shithole they would have been if they traded him more.
Facts.
You think they still would have traded for CMC? Imagine they signed Colin
'Cause
back.
They would have needed that draft pick
Yeah, they would have needed it. Nah.
just to be able to draft another quarterback just in case.
And the Seahawks
Alabama.
are trying to get Jimmy.
Imagine Jimmy with that Seahawk team. Oh my goodness.
It would have been worse.
I need me a Seahawk jersey.
What?
It would have been worse.
Oh, Jimmy G?
Yeah.
It would have been more dominant. But before we head out, is there any other game you're looking forward to this Sunday? Me, for one, I'm looking forward to the Patriots returning from
You
their
already
bye.
know.
I want to see. When we don't play, I get sad. So I need it, and I'm happy for it.
You already know. The Jets are second in our division. We
It's a
tied
big
up.
game.
Big game, bro.
The Jets, you say?
Yeah, the second in the division.
What are you guys right now? 4-5, right? 5-4.
And that Cowboys and Viking game, that's gonna be good too.
Cowboys and Vikings.
Last week,
I feel like this is a trap game for the Vikings. Because after this big ass W, I feel like they're gonna let down. Wait, what time is that game?
4:25, so no prime time.
Maybe not.
Kirk Cousins.
And it's at the Vikings' home, so
Yo, watch out.
Vikings
Skull.
home.
That's what they be saying. Skull.
That's
are
crazy.
they ready?
But they got Dak. Cowboy.
Dak is whack.
What you know about Dak? What you?
End the show.
I know all about Dak.
End
All
the show.
right.
End the show.
I'm too much.
Mojo. Golly.
Yo, I'm Rudy.
And this is Tree.
Here.